Hey, hi. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
How
I
are
can
you?
hear you. Good.
Yep. How was the media day? Was it great?
Good.
Yep. Uh, so let's start. You obviously have few new pieces. So
Mhm.
what are your expectations from the season? What do you?
The expectations.
Yeah,
This yeah, the expectations for this season would probably be making all international events and winning
yeah,
everything.
yeah. Talking about the upcoming tournament kickoff, you are in a pretty difficult group. It is supposed to be the strongest and the hardest group to get through. What are your thoughts on your opponent? First opponent, that is Leviathan, who
Mhm.
made pretty big changes, and then we'll continue as a follow-up question. Let's talk about Leviathan first. What do you think about the team?
Yeah, I mean it's exciting to play against a good opponent. We'll get the momentum going good after we beat them, and
Yeah,
I'm excited.
yeah. What? Who do you think would make it out of Levites? Who would you think would be your next opponent? Sentinels or Loud?
Um, I don't really care who.
Okay,
I guess yeah, it doesn't matter to me. We'll beat whoever there is.
okay. You obviously have Boostio now as an IGL. How do you think he has been fitting in with your core with Cryo, you, and Bang?
He's been really good. I've been enjoying. He's really funny and he's really
Yeah,
loud and he brings a lot of confidence and instills a lot of leadership qualities in all of us,
yeah,
and I think it's really important, and we enjoy his company, and
yeah,
excited to see how the year goes.
yeah. You also have a new head coach now, Zix, who was previously part of Evil Geniuses. Do you think that how has his vision of the game or approach to the game changed, different from what Mike's applied?
Mm, I think, some of the fundamental things that we've changed that overall how you play the game, altered a little bit, but overall, I think it's, pretty similar, except, yeah, like I said, the fundamental things, which are big
Yeah,
changes
yeah,
and how we wanna play,
yeah,
and so it's just, starting with the, groundwork, and then obviously there are small things or tweaks where we would obviously change, but, you know, Valorant is a game where it's you can have an identity, but,
yeah,
um, the game's still, there's a certain way to play it, a lot of situations, but we're
yeah.
definitely changing a lot of things as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. The second teammate that would be changed would be EU. What do you think
Mhm.
about your new teammate? How is he fitting in the roster?
Yeah, I've known Dan for 6 years now, and,
Yeah,
I'm excited to finally play with him. I've always wanted to play with him ever since Valorant came out,
yeah,
and, he's really calm, cool, uh, like, level-headed,
yeah,
doesn't get nervous at all, so it's gonna be exciting to play with him, and overall,
yeah,
he's, like, kinda like the opposite of Boostio, so,
yeah,
it's nice to see the yin and yang
and then
between my
yeah. Now you have like even if one player changes, the roster is completely different. How do you think this roster is different from the under Thieves of 2023, which were also looking really great initially? What do you think
Mhm.
has been the key changes in terms of play style, in terms of comms, in terms of the synergy? What do you think are the key changes between 2023 under Thieves and the 2024 under Thieves?
I have no idea. I think we'll see in matches when it comes, but for now, definitely being loud. I think Busio
Yeah,
just is way louder as a person
yeah,
than anyone else that I've like met, and it's gonna be really exciting to play with that because maybe I can bounce off that, and
yeah,
then we get a lot more confidence. So
yeah,
maybe confidence and literally just being louder. I feel like
yeah,
he's always speaking, giving ideas, and
yeah,
yeah. But we'll see how matches go. Only
yeah,
time can tell, but we'll
yeah.
definitely be good.
Yeah. I was talking to Derek during the LCQ. He said that during the in the start of VCT Americas 2023, you lost your assistant coach, and that led to a lot of problems eventually. Now that you have a stable coach, do you feel confident that you would have a great season and you would not
Yeah.
have the problems you faced during the last year?
Mhm. Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate. We, lost James IRL, and I think he was really big when we were in
Yeah,
Berlin or not Berlin, Brazil,
yeah,
and, he was a big help, and he helped us we went there for the Red Bull tournament, and,
yeah,
he was really intelligent, really smart, and he also is Boostio in a way, actually, now that I think about it. Boostio was
yeah,
definitely the loud side of the player, but, James IRL was extremely loud, and he always
yeah,
like, pumped us up and everything. I thought he was really good, and, we really needed him throughout the season, but unfortunately, yeah, some things happened where he was let go, and
yeah,
I think, now that we have 2 coaches, it'll definitely be a lot easier than last year.
yeah,
Uh, what's it called? A lot of the times we would have to, as players, come up with strats, do other stuff, server time,
yeah,
and, Mike's would also have to do a lot of work, and it's just rough. But now that we have 2 coaches and a lot of people that are giving ideas,
yeah,
me, Sean, and Matt are used to giving ideas, and Dan's also, and then same with Kel. so it should
Yeah,
be pretty good. But we'll see how things go. I'm really confident though going into this year.
yeah. Obviously, you have switched comfortably to playing initiators like Sky, and one of the biggest changes that happened during past weeks has been the Sky nerf. What are your
Mhm.
thoughts on the agent change, being a Sky player?
I mean, it's good. I've never really been a big Sky player. Like, I haven't abused that agent, so
Yeah,
I would say it works out nicely because um, Dan also isn't a very like big Sky player.
yeah,
But I think she's still very strong, and her kit is definitely really good for fast-paced teams, which
yeah,
you might want to play like that for one map or two maps.
yeah,
Um, but I don't think it was a very big nerf, but she still has her place in the meta, and
yeah,
we'll see if we run it. But excited. It was a good
yeah.
change.
Talking about other agent changes, there were a lot of changes. Killjoy is not as powerful. Cypher is back, being a good agent. What do you think? How do you think the meta would shape up going into the season, going into 2024?
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a lot more balanced. I think it won't be
Yeah,
anything like one agent's a lot stronger than another, but
yeah,
you know, I think Cypher and Killjoy will just have their fair share of maps where they're good, and the other one is
yeah,
good. Ascent will still be Killjoy, Breeze
yeah,
will be Cypher, stuff like that.
yeah,
Obviously, if a player's like really good on Cypher, like Nats, then maybe they'll
yeah,
run Cypher more often. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it shapes up.
yeah. Crashes was a really good chamber. Like he was one of the best chambers in NA. Do you think we have leeway to have chamber in some compositions now that you would play Raze and uh, Cryo would play chamber, something
I
like
have no
that?
idea. I have
Yeah,
no idea. Well, you'll have to
yeah,
find out on February 17th.
yeah. Talking about the map pool, what are your thoughts on the map pool? Icebox being back. Icebox, arguably one of the most hated map of all pros. What are your thoughts on the map? What are your thoughts on the changes on the map?
Mhm. I like Icebox. I think it's good. The changes are definitely kind of weird, but
Yeah,
I enjoy playing the map every single time, so I don't mind. And then Sunset's added. I think it's a very good map. We're really good at it.
yeah,
So it'll be exciting.
yeah. Do you think anything would change in terms like Icebox changes are not minimal, but do you think they have any significant impact on how the map would be approached?
Um, I think it would lead to teams exploring mid a little bit more.
Yeah,
But maybe B site it's a lot harder to hold or like
yeah,
fall back. So you might see more aggressive stuff at B site, but very difficult to see because we're just testing things out at the moment. So we'll see.
yeah, yeah. What are your thoughts on the new Lotus? Do you think it changes how teams like every Lotus round in the past was pretty similar. Every team contested A main, and then it just dispersed. Then there was dispersion. Either C or A. Now, how do you think? Do you think there will be any compositional or like approach changes to Lotus and like for with the new Lotus coming in?
I think with the Sky nerf, it definitely affects Lotus a lot more than the map changes.
Yeah,
Sky being nerfed, and it was really useful for the info on that map.
yeah,
You might see a lot less Sky,
yeah,
a lot more other agents, or going away from double tick controllers to get more initiators. Not too
yeah,
sure, but I think it'll be very interesting. And I think the map changes were really good on the map. It was very attacker sided, especially with the
yeah,
orbs.
yeah,
Removing the B orb was very good. I abused it a lot, grabbing that orb, and like you
yeah,
would spam results and stuff like that. It was very
yeah,
annoying as defenders, but now that the B orb is gone, it definitely makes the map a lot more balanced because
yeah,
attackers will get that orb for free.
yeah. Do you think there are agents that we'd see much more during the upcoming season? Like maybe Gecko will
Um,
see. I mean, you can.
yeah, sorry, I was gonna say Gecko. Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
see a lot of Gecko. I think he's definitely the buff came at the right time, and then the Sky
yeah,
nerf. So it's like they're
yeah,
Riot's definitely forcing him. Um, but we'll see if he teams run it because uh, it's very difficult to get full value out of his kit because you need the round to go on longer.
yeah,
But we'll see, because
yeah,
now you have a choice between running like Gecko and go making the rounds go longer, or Sky, and you can just like run it down. Because
yeah,
now the Sky flashes don't recharge, so you have
yeah,
two, and you want to use them, and they're still very good for taking a site.
yeah,
Sky Dogs, Sky Flash, stuff like
yeah,
that. But we'll see. I think you might see a little bit more KO on
yeah,
unconventional maps
yeah,
because just a very strong agent right now.
yeah,
Um, not he's not very strong in ranked, but in pro matches, I think he's very very useful.
yeah. But would you see anything else from Asuna, or would you still stick to that flex kind of role? Are you
Um,
planning to explore, or is under team plans to explore more agents from you?
I don't think I'm playing more agents. Maybe just the more of the agents I'm known for, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about the season now, there was a lot of conversation about the length of the season, the matches, number of matches. What are your thoughts on it?
Mhm. I think I would always love to play more matches. I don't really,
Yeah,
balance my life, and that's all I have really.
yeah,
So, if there's more games, there's more games. But the way where I made the league, I'll have to do. I'm not gonna, be here and complain about it. I'm just gonna, work with what I was given.
yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
obviously you just need to win and it won't matter kind of
yeah.
deal.
Is there any team you're particularly looking out for? A team that might be the toughest opponent for you to face in America?
Um, I think probably EG. I feel like
Yeah,
um they know what they have players who won
yeah,
Jogamo and Potter, and
yeah,
so they know what it takes to win.
yeah,
And I know Derek is
yeah,
insane at this game, so I think EG will be a lot better than people think.
yeah. Now we talk. Do you think this, like someone like EG, you talk about GG? Do you think there are teams like that outside of Americas? Teams that no one expect to win, no one expects to perform like better than anyone else?
Um, I don't know. I don't know what people expect out of these teams, but I'll say T1 because they have
Yeah,
Rossi, and I think he's
yeah,
also really good. He's very vocal, and he has good ideas.
yeah,
And he played a tournament, off-season tournament. I thought he was very good.
yeah,
And if we have more time, I think he'll be really good for that team.
yeah,
I'm good friends with him, so just enjoy
yeah,
him a
yeah,
lot. And then for EMEA, I don't really have much, but I'm curious how Narrate does.
yeah.
He joined, I believe, Team
Carbine
Heretics.
car, no, Carbine
The
Corps.
Carmine Corps. Okay,
Yeah,
Carmine Corps. Sorry.
yeah, it's
So
fine.
many teams. But
Yeah,
yeah, I hope to see he does well because he played on Mad Lions, and Will said a lot of good things about him
yeah,
when we were watching the games.
yeah.
So
Well, well, thank you so much for your time. I had an amazing time. I hope you had too. And all the best for the upcoming season. Thank you.
mhm.
And have a great day.
You too.
Yeah.